from Iran. We have Maral Tahori from Iran. She was born in Tehran, but she's been playing seriously for 5 years. She attributes her success to lots of practice, lots of study. Professionally, she's a real estate agent. She's not well known because she hasn't traveled a lot on the international backgammon circuit, but as far as to do so. Our other contestant is Maya Peycheva from Bulgaria. Maya competed in the Middle Eastern Backgammon Masters awarding body last year, held in conjunction with the Merit Open in Cyprus. And she placed 7th in that event, but had an overall PR of 4.29, which gives her the best performance rating of any woman in the Backgammon Masters awarding body system. So with that, we're going to try to find the match and get it to you by sharing our screen.
Steve, you had a little extra additional background and information about Maya, didn't you?
Yes, it was just, and I only went back through 2016 or 2014. There's maybe events that she's done well in prior to that, but in 2014 and 2017, she came in 5th in the Cyprus tournament, which is a huge, I think it's the biggest tournament in the world. That's really quite an accomplishment. And in 2016, she won the Super Jackpot in Cyprus, as well as many, many women's tournaments over the last dozen years. So she's quite an accomplished player.
Yeah, I interview many of the top players in the world, and she's one of the few women that I have interviewed, and that can be found on Backgammon Galore, a complete background about her. She really is an exceptional player, an exceptional person in many ways. She's got a lot of drive, and I've played her. She's very scared to play across the board. She's very fierce. She reminds me of Akiko in that respect.
Yeah, I played Maya a few practice matches over the years, and yeah, tough competitor. You know, we go back and forth on who wins.
Yeah. Now, since we have time, I'm going to tell you about another organization. I really believe in this Women in Backgammon organization. So I've started an organization called Men in Backgammon. So go to www.meninbackgammon.com. And our goal is to discourage people like Steve Sax from coming to tournaments so that more women and the rest of us have a better chance to win. So if you want to support the women that way, there's another avenue for you.
Well, right, Phil, all you got to do is just send me to Cancun for Club Med, and then I'll miss that tournament you don't want me to play in.
That's part of our goal. We intend to bribe you. We know there's a price where you won't come, and so far I've got $40 donated to give to Steve Sax not to come to tournaments. Now, some people have said, Phil, this is pretty self-serving. If the Steve Sax and the Giants don't come, don't you have a better chance to win too? And my answer is, what's your point? Of course, it's self-serving, but I really am doing this for the women. But I think it's a great initiative, and this is proving, by the way, also that there's no reason that women can't be as good or better than men. There are several women who have proven it, and I think the 2 women you're going to see today are going to show us some real skill over the board.
So I think we're ready to get underway.
Looks like they've started.
All right, they've started.
6-4 and followed by 6-4.
And Maya is on top.
Yes, Maya's nickname is the BG Queen. Maral's nickname is Mala Kennard.
All right, Mala is at the bottom, and she certainly has a good blitzing type lead. It's interesting, Steve, when both players have made low points like the 2-point, both players really want to play a hitting game as opposed to a priming or racing game. So I think this could get pretty exciting. And one of the things that I have learned from you, because you have been a great, I've been a great student of yours for many years, is don't split those back checkers when your opponent makes the 2-point. And you can see both players have kept their anchors in the ace-point.
Yeah, I learned that from Mochi the hard way.
The hard way. Yeah. We learn mostly on the hard way. One of my favorite sayings is you don't learn from experience, you learn from your mistakes. All right, so how do we tell who's on roll here?
Clock is stopped, it looks like.
Yeah,
It's,
somebody's opening a chat and
Technical issue going on.
yeah.
Somebody's opening up a chat saying why they want the Astros to lose the World Series. I'm not sure why. Quite a game last night.
I fell asleep, but it was 5-0.
Well,
I would bet anything that Houston won. How could they lose if they're winning 5-0?
yeah, well, that was, I think what the announcer said was the second biggest comeback in World Series history, but maybe not. I don't know.
All right, it looks. I believe that Maya is on roll. White is on roll, and we're waiting for some chatting. They paused the clock. I love that they're using a clock. I like Backgammon Heroes and Backgammon Galaxy and all the other sites that are using clocks now, because we do in live tournaments, and it really, I think clock management is one of the skills of the game that really adds to the game. They're playing a 13-point match, by the way. We didn't talk about that. And Maya would have to win only once. Is that correct?
No, she has to win twice, as far as I understand.
She has to win twice because she's from the once defeated bracket. Okay.
Yeah. And I don't know if the second match would also be 13 or a shorter match. Sometimes the second chance is a
Yeah.
shorter match. Well,
They're both 13-point matches.
okay. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, and it was the second biggest comeback by a National League team.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Okay, so nice play, splitting with a better board and making. Well, looks like she should make the 8-point, I would think.
I'd be tempted to run all the way too, Steve.
Nah, I mean, but then you're a little bit weak on the I'd like to make the 8 points. So I don't necessarily think it's right to run when your opponent doesn't have a strong blockade. You can run later, but you might not be able to set up your offensive 8-point at this timely manner.
So she made the same wrong play I would have made.
Yeah, if it was wrong. I come out now. I don't think I want to get pointed on. That's pretty ambitious. It could work.
Yeah. It's a
If
common
nothing else,
theme.
it duplicates 4-3.
You're going to get hit probably either place. Where do you want to get hit? You don't want to get hit on your 5-point and let your opponent make the 5-point.
Yeah, it's a decent
So
roll for
coming out-
Maya. She points
Mhm.
eventually. Oh,
I don't
double
like-
hit. That could be right. Wow, I didn't even think
I
about
didn't like that at all. She's outboarded and could have made the bar point.
That was important to come in. Exiting, duplicating 4s. Okay. Maya's going to play the 18-point.
Is she thinking about cubing here? There's certainly nothing wrong with thinking about it.
Yeah, if you have enough time in your clock, of course. Looks a little early.
She got 24 hits off the. Oh, she just rolled double twos.
Yeah, I probably would hit, but
Yep.
That's oh wow, that'd be interesting. I think I would just hit and bring another builder down, unstack the midpoint. Both sides have a 3-point board. Maya's 3-point board's a little bit better, but
One negative of not hitting is now if your opponent rolls a 6 and makes your bar point, she's got a strong defensive game for the rest of the game. That's another reason I like the hit.
agreed. If she didn't hit, she made her 4-point, which
Yeah. I sure don't like that extra checker.
no, I'm
after
not.
2 point.
I'm not lifting there.
Yeah. I hate having that checker there. This play is forced by logic. That's the only play.
So if Maya doesn't roll a constructive number here, a 4 or a 6, then she's going to get the cube. But she did roll a 6, and just that's all she can do. Slot the deuce 3. Good switching move coming up. Duplicating 2s, play to the 9-point. So if Maya stays out, are you playing on here, Phil, or just double?
I'm doubling.
Let's see what's
I
the
think it's
race.
double pass. I think it's double pass.
Well, it's certainly a pass. Question is whether it's too good or not. Yeah. So
I like the double and a pass. If you don't
I mean,
roll
with
a
the third
two,
checker on the deuce point, okay, that's pretty surprising take.
there's a reason. There's a reason to double.
Yeah, well, Kit Woolsey, huh? All right, it's pretty much forced by logic, as Phil would say here.
You know, but I have a thing about when you're too good to double. If you're not quite sure, go ahead and give the cube because you might get a take.
Yeah. Okay, excellent shake from Maya. Safety's the checker there. Race
So
is
you and
relatively
I-
close.
You and I both agree that she should have passed the cube. But one thing I'm sure we'll agree on is she should have taken more time.
Yeah, very
Took
reasonable.
that cube very
That's Phil
quickly.
Simborg.
Yeah, I probably would have
Let's see what
played a
Phil
checker
Simborg
around the
looks like.
corner.
Here, it's a picture of he's talking right now.
Yeah, she had potential bad 6-1. I would have, on the previous move, would have played a check around the corner. All right, ahead in the race, just drop 4 down to the 11 point. Takes care of your bad 6s. So 20 pip lead for Maral. Why not just slot the 4 point? I don't think I'm slotting the ace there, but it's not a big deal.
Steve's comment illustrates one of the most important concepts in backgammon. Consider what your overall game plan is. If you're up in the race, generally you want to race. If you're down in the race, you need to find another way to win by blocking or hitting or an anchor game or something else. But that concept of thinking about what your game plan is what really separates good players from beginners.
Yeah, great shot from Maral, 6-3 there. She should fairly easily win this 2 points in this first game here. To take it, yeah, just play to the 3 and the 4. Don't put a piece out of play. You may need them later. Slight
Only
mistake.
that, this leaves bad double 6s and double 5s. Get
Oh
on.
yeah, that's right. Double 6 is awful. I would make a settlement if I roll double 6s. I might watch.
Yeah, like I said, the double 5 was also awkward.
Look at that. Maya's got her racing shoes on.
Yeah,
Back in the game slightly.
yeah.
Okay. Pretty sizable race lead, but there is some issue with gaps and wastage. So if Maya rolls efficiently and just one big double, she should be back in it. That's
Yes,
not
but
good.
as Jake Jacobs once taught me, pips is pips. When you got a nice pip lead, even with some wastage, it's pretty good usually.
Actually, Maral almost had a little technical glitch there and playing a checker from the 2 to the 1. When I'm playing online, bearing off, I click the lower number first, so you don't make that mistake.
Really? I never thought of that. Lower number first.
Well,
Oh, that's a new tool for me.
okay, so. Yeah, so
Maya's gonna need doubles to win this game, probably.
well, if Maral rolls a deuce, then Maya will be in the lead. It'll be game over. Any deuce but double deuces. There's the
Oh,
deuce.
there it is.
I wasn't calling her bad number. I was just pointing out the facts.
Yeah, but I told you this was a take, didn't I?
You know what I always say? If it's not a take, it's a mistake.
Look at that.
Yeah, claim
This is what we love about backgammon. There's always
Quite a
that luck
game.
factor.
for Maya.
Yeah, this is a huge pass.
Yeah,
You need about- Okay.
if Maya had checkers from the 4, 3, 2, and 1 against 3 on the ace, it's a very, very tiny take, but she had one more checker off, so that just became a pass. So 2-0 lead for Maya Peycheva from Sofia, Bulgaria. I think I slot 6 to 5, or I might have moved up. I wouldn't have done that stacking play.
One of the key things about the early game is we want to unstack so we have a more robust game. And we prefer not to stack up even more, which is what she did on that last play.
Yeah, and I probably play 6-4 with the deuce. Speaking of 6-4, play the safety.
Now, in a match to 13, winning 2-0, you just don't change your game or strategy at all. You're still playing what we call a normal match score.
Yeah.
And that's why I wouldn't be afraid to slot and maybe get hit. It doesn't, gammons aren't worth that much. They're still around 0.5.
All right, she could play relatively safely for the moment.
I'm slotting the 5.
No way. You're joking, right? Funny guy.
Right. I wanted your response. We just talked about not doing that when you're up in the race.
Yeah. It's a little early for me. I'm not that quick.
Well, I resent the fact that you don't know when I'm joking or when I'm not.
You were joking
I
there.
say something stupid, I might not be joking. That's true.
Well, that's an interesting move. She left the 7-shot, but because Maya's double slotted in her board, it's not as big a disadvantage. But Maya rolls a 6-5. Even though she's effectively down in the race, it's probably the right play to leave, even down just a little bit.
Yeah, your best game plan doesn't necessarily mean it's a sure winner. It's just better than the alternatives.
Yeah.
If they're racing, it's probably your best shot.
Maral theoretically should just bring 2 down off the midpoint because she's ahead in the race by 11. But she's probably not going to roll 6-1 4 times in a row and leave a shot. So it isn't that big a deal. There's probably like 0.02 maybe.
So you get off that midpoint if you're winning the race, and you stay on it if you are losing the race. It's that simple.
Yep. So 5-pip lead, not enough for a double.
She's going to roll nothing but ones now, just since you said that, Steve.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, almost
That's
an
a
even
big
game
roll. That
here.
puts her back in the game.
Maya's up 3 pips, but Maral's on roll. Yeah, Paul McGrill once told me, he was so excited. He says, I never left a shot and got hit midpoint against midpoint. I mean, he said a bunch of goofy things over the years. Brilliant guy, but he was like really proud of that. He says, I never left a shot, got hit off the midpoint.
Yep. And you have to make a lot of bad plays to make that true. And that's not McGrill. He didn't make a lot of bad plays.
Not at all. So
Well,
20
double
pip lead
six.
for Maral.
That's the game ender.
Well, she's going to need double 3s to stay in the game, and that's not it. Well,
Yeah.
so
what we call-
Maral should narrow the gap by 1 point here, make it 2-1.
A double 6 is what we call a joker. When you get a big roll, that's one of the only rolls that really swings the game. It's called a joker, and that double 6 is surely it.
Okay, so reasonable. Michi brings 2 down generally, but it's just an idea. Let's go out to the 18.
I bring 2 down when I'm behind in the score, and I split when I'm ahead in the score with a 3-2.
Reasonable. Yeah, Maral should come out to the 18 point. This does duplicate 4s, but I don't think I would do it. I think I want to try and grab the 18 point before Maya's gotten her own 4 point. There's a little issue of diversification as Maya got 1s and 6s to hit and 4s and 2s to cover, but I still think it's the right play. One way to look at it is that if you come out and get hit and get sent back, well, you were already back. So you don't necessarily lose that much.
And if you get hit on your side of the board, you lose 20 pips in the race. It's a lot more painful.
Okay, so 6-5. So Maral made a nice play, and it's a double hit, but it's a little awkward, leaving a couple blots in Maya's board.
We have a question out there. Since is it Maya who has to win twice? Is that it, Steve?
Yes.
That's what Joe told me, and I believe that's correct.
Yes.
Okay, does that change her strategy with the cube in this first match?
No,
Absolutely not.
but good question, but the answer is no.
Each match stands on its own. It has nothing to do with you got to win this match and do everything that is right to win this match, regardless of whether you need to win one
That's
or
an
two.
excellent play by Maral if she does make it. Exiting one checker while Maya's on the bar. Nice play, Maya. Just getting threes. Pretty good shot from Maral, hitting and making the 11.
She rolled the 3 because you said it out loud, Steve. You know that.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have people in your chouette that get complained about calling numbers.
That's right.
Those are the ones you want in your game.
Those are the ones where I always call the number to.
Might it be Herb or no?
It's more like Carter.
Oh, okay, Carter. We love Carter. All right, so 5-3. I think I just make the 3-point here because if you bring a checker down to the 11, you have to. Well, you could play to the 8, but I'm gonna make the 3-point. Yeah, nice play, Maral. Indeed, if she indeed makes this move. Maya's got 5 checkers back, so I wouldn't be too worried about getting the checker in this 9-point hit. I'm not a huge fan of just playing to the 8-point.
People ask me all the time about back games. The one back game, or I actually call it a double holding game, that I try to always avoid is the 1-5 game. That's the worst. Someone asked the question, why does Maya need to win more? Because she lost a match and it's a double elimination event. And Maral did not lose any matches. That's the difference.
7-0, quite impressive. Maral did indeed make the 3-point, which I thought was a fine move. 2-6 off the bar.
And Maya got off that 1-5 back game that I told you was so horrible. A 2-5 back game is actually a pretty decent game.
Well,
Or,
the thing is that Maya's not necessarily in a back game just yet, but if she does indeed get primed in and Maral starts to bear off against a 1-5 game, then yeah, that's not that. But you can transition into a forward game and all kinds of possibilities from here.
oh yeah, your goal is never to intentionally play a back game if you can go forward, but you can go forward from the 2-point better, and you can play a back game better.
Hold
That's
on
why
a
you
sec. What if your name is Jim Pasco?
if your name is
Then
Jim
you
Pasco,
intentionally go to a back game.
your goal is to hold 5 points in your opponent's board.
The never-ending game.
Right.
Okay, so I think Maral should just slot the 4-point and play 13-8. And she does. Nice move, according to me. And it gets missed, rewarded. Might as well just go ahead and that's reasonable.
I like this play.
Yeah.
If you get hit, it helps your timing. If you don't get hit, you got some real action.
And Maral doesn't have the greatest incentive to hit and break her outfield blocking points, leaving a bunch of blots. I learned this, and I told people about this at the Backgammon Sunday lecture last week. My 4-3 that I misplayed. The infamous 4-3. All right, so we're still going to want to hold the cube in the middle. There are not many market or any market losers that I could see, so she's thinking about it, which is good.
The only time I would double a 2-5 back game this early is if my opponent has made their ace point and has very bad timing.
I agree, Phil. This is a pretty weak shake, but I'm going to move up to the 21 and break the midpoint. It's not that easy for Maya to hit off the bar effectively, and you need to escape that back checker, as well as
And
setting up.
making a good point gives you a lot of builders for the bar. That's a good play. I like that.
I don't. I want to move up to the 21 for sure and just take my medicine. The aces are
More
duplicated
focused
to
on
hit.
moving that back checker out than making more blocking points.
Well, I want to get the back checker out, and as a result, you have an inconvenient 4, but I suppose this is not all that bad, but I wouldn't have done it. And again, no double, huge no double. Especially, well, she's trailing in the match, but not by much.
I think you said the key words. There's no market loser. For those of you that might not know what that means, what Steve is saying is that why double now if your opponent is going to be taking on the next roll anyway? You don't gain anything by giving the cube, and there's no roll here that she could roll where Maya would pass or should pass on the next roll. So there's no point in giving away the cube and giving them a present like that.
Yeah, because Maral didn't step up with that deuce, caused herself. Oh, okay. So what's happening here? She's doubling from the bar.
Yeah, I don't see this as correct at all. Again,
This is
where's the market
inexperience,
loser?
or I certainly not. I don't think it's frustration. It's just inexperience.
yeah, it's very clearly a wrong cube.
Yeah, no market losers, and yeah, you want to give a pressure double where your opponent might make a
Yeah.
mistake, and it's just not going to happen.
Actually, her position got worse from where it was previously when she didn't double, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. So Maya's a great shot here. She could just make the 8 and the 7 point, which she does immediately.
Yeah.
And Maral has a few inconvenient numbers here coming up. She's looking at something else like making the 5, but she won't do it. She'll just make this play.
I've got a reference on a 2-5 back game. If it's well timed, you're actually not supposed to double until you've lost your market. It's one of the only situations where you're supposed to lose your market, because if you double right before, it's too risky. So this is way, way too early a double.
Okay. Okay, so Maya's gonna be patient here. She still has 5 checkers back. Great shot. Now 2-6 is really bad, but a 4-3 is a great shot. And ace-4, play to the
Come up.
20.
Come up to the 20. You want to be able to jump a checker out without breaking the 20.
And Maya's got a very good game here. Might not work out. That's a great shot from Maral.
Yeah, when it doesn't work out, you get gammon some, but you're certainly going to win a lot of games. And the cube has great value here.
Okay, great play, moving the back checker out, because if you're going to hit a checker on the 11 point, you want to have a spare checker to hit with. Sliding the 4 here, playing to the 10.
10.
Excellent play.
Covers.
So, you think
I
you might
would-
want to volunteer here? While
I would volunteer. I'm a volunteer.
It's scary. It's certainly scary. But if you don't do it now and you wait till later, then Maya's going to have Maral. Maybe you should consider. Yeah, I think I would, just because it's really. Maya's got great timing. She's going to make her 4 point. Now, if she leaves a shot and gets hit, it's just about game over. Yeah, unfortunately for her, it might have worked out better if she left the shot the previous roll. Oh, she doesn't leave a shot. Okay. That's why you play Chouette with me, Phil. I don't see the moves.
I saw the move, but I wanted to let you keep putting your foot in your mouth.
Yeah.
My mother told me once I only open my mouth to change feet.
Cool. I like that. So you want to slot the deuce here, or are you going to come out to the 18 3 times and make the 8?
I'm sliding the deuce.
I agree. You don't want to give she doesn't
I
want to
think
give
you
her
just get gammon too much when you get hit.
yeah, that
Ooh.
double big swing and double sixes. I mean double 6 leaves the shot, but at least you get your pieces home.
The nice thing about backgammon, unlike chess, you're allowed to move the checkers, look at it, and move it back. And as long as you can do that, why not do it and look at it? It's easier to figure out what's right.
Yeah, very few illegal plays online. In live play, that can be sometimes be a problem, but oh, that's interesting. That's actually not too bad a roll.
You got to clear the 4.
I don't know. Would you take a re-roll there with double 3s, or just
I wouldn't re-roll because there's so many shot leaving numbers. I would take this roll.
That's an interesting question. Wow. Pretty awkward though. Okay, well, she can't make the deuce this roll. But okay. That's probably
like
a little
this.
better.
I like the giving her a 5 to cover so she doesn't duplicate her 6.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. What a
Great roll.
super joker.
I can't think of a roll that leaves a shot now. Can you?
No. All right, she's not off the gammon yet, Maral. So Maya might not get gammon here. I might be tempted to, after bringing the checker on the her 11 point in, I might be tempted to just run off one checker off the 20 point to just save pips. Like for example, now I think I just play one checker all the way to the 8. You know, this is wasting a few pips. Well, yeah, I don't think I would have done that.
Yeah, what Steve is saying, by not moving that back checker, you might get gammon. You might not get all your checkers around. And if you get gammon, you lose a double game. You lose 4 points instead of 2. And a gammon is when one player gets all of their checkers off before the other player gets a single checker off.
So Phil, what do you think about, well, actually now it wouldn't be relevant, but if Maral left 3 checkers on the 6 point, would you be tempted to split off the 23?
Oh, you're way over my head with that question. I have to
Okay.
picture that and really look at it. So
All right, it's a
Certainly
pretty
great
bad
question.
roll here. So
here
she
you
did
have-
22 numbers by not hitting. By hitting, it's fewer numbers. Not sure which is, I'd have to count the numbers, but she played
but by
pretty
not
good.
hitting, but you could hit and take one off too, and get a checker off. Another checker off doesn't help though. So
It
you're
doesn't
right.
really matter. You just want to leave the fewest number of shots, basically. And I'm not
That
sure
was
if
the
this
wrong
is
play.
meant-
Then she should have moved both off of the off of her 6 point, and it cost her. She got hit.
Yeah,
wouldn't
and
have
that's
been
game
forward.
over. So now Maya's going to take a 4-2 lead, presumably if Maral doesn't take, which she probably
No.
won't.
Maral deserved to lose. She gave a loose cube, and she made
Yeah.
a wrong play on the bear off.
So she would have been down 3-1. Instead, she's going to be down 4-1. Could end up making a big difference in the match.
Yeah. Now some people say, well, that wasn't that big a mistake. Maybe it's only 4% or 6% or 5%. But you make 10 of those mistakes, and that's 50%. You know, so
Yeah,
they add up.
but yeah, okay,
But the cube error we think is pretty big error. That wasn't small.
agreed. Probably Maral should just run here. Wish Dr. Alex was here to help me with my openings.
By the way, I think it's lovely that we have a lady from Iran playing. We know what's going on in Iran, and there's an underground of backgammon players that are pretty much defying the government to play, and they don't get to travel as much. They do get to Cyprus. I've met them, and they're just lovely, lovely people. I love the way that they're passionate about the game, and I just think it's great to see countries like that uniting with the rest of us through backgammon. If it wasn't for backgammon, I wouldn't know any Iranian people at all, and I'd have a different view of who they are.
Agreed. And nice double by Maral. I don't think it's too good. I think it's just proper double. And what would you take or pass?
I
would
pass
pass.
because of the score. I think winning 4-1, I pass. If the score was even, I would take.
I'd probably pass in both cases, but I might be wrong. All right, so Maral narrowing the gap to 4-2. Nice play, duplicating 2s and 6s. Double 3s. I'm just going to make the 10 and the 18. Nice positional move here. Don't take any risks. So
Oh, there's 3 ways to play this.
I like her play if she
I do
does
too.
that.
I think Joe Sylvester taught me long ago, offense, defense, defense. And here you're on the defense, make a defensive play. You better make that anchor, you can get clobbered.
Yeah, but Phil, he was talking about the Detroit Lions.
Maybe.
Nice play by Maya, making the blocking point. Slot the 5.
Down and slot the 5, right. A lot of people make the mistake of slotting the 7. You have fewer covers and you end up making a worse point, and there's more ways to get hit. That's 3 reasons to slot the 5.
3 very good reasons. So nice play. So Maya's a small favorite here. So after making the 5, I think I want to play 6-1. Say you save like free 6-1 that doesn't leave a shot. An extra builder and make the 3 point.
That's my play.
She heard it was your play. She wants to change it.
I don't blame her because that would be my play. Ugh, I don't like this.
Yeah, she's saving a 6, but for the wrong purpose. She just kind of damaged her board a little bit.
Another great mentor of mine is David Wells. He says that the main reason he might make one play over another is one play is really pretty. The play she made wasn't pretty to me. It didn't look attractive. And this game can be played visually at a very high level by people like David Wells and really top players like yourself, Steve. I know it's both you do the math and you also know what looks good. It just doesn't look good to throw a checker to the ace there.
Right. So, what do you think? You want to hit the road here, run?
With those two
Problem
blocks,
is you have 2 blots in your board. You know, Maya has 2 blots in her board as well as Maral having 2 blots on her board. So this could be a bloodbath here. I think the hit is in order.
I didn't like the run, but I didn't like the alternatives, so that I would have run.
Yeah, I've seen a few plays like that recently, and it's actually probably right just to break the blockade and wait for a better opportunity.
Well, that's a
Well, I'd
lesson.
like to we'll find out later when we see the match.
Yeah, that's one I want to study because I would have run also.
Yeah, it's a pretty good shot here. You can hit on make the ace point. She takes advantage of that. Nice aggressive play by Maral.
If she misses, you got a double, maybe.
Oh, now what do? You hit twice, you make the 3 point.
I'm hitting twice because hitting is fun.
Not sure about that. Oh, that's okay. Good counter for Maral. Enter, hit, play to the 11, and I'd probably play 8 to 6, giving yourself 5s and 3s to escape with, 6s and 1s to cover. A nice play, excellent play.
What Steve was saying there is that if she had moved from the 2 point to the 4 point, it's going to be very hard to escape those back checkers. You can only get out with a 3, and this way 3s and 5s get.
Probably just want to, I don't know what I want to do here. Cubes, the thing is, cubes in the middle, you don't have to take as large a risk. I think that's probably correct, and probably just double here.
Yeah,
It's
you're
possible it's too good. It's possible it's too good,
I'm
but
passing. I would pass.
oh yeah, definitely.
You're way down in the race. Here's where a good
Surprising. I mean, she does currently have a reasonable board, but it's going to go south probably.
This is the kind of position where I think it's really good to use Pratt, position, race, and threats. And in all 3 areas, Maya had the edge. You need to have some
even
kind of a game
trailing
in one of
4-2
them.
is not enough of a reason to take that position.
Yeah. Well, the last time we said it was a pass, she turned it around. Maya turned it around. Let's see. Let's see if the same thing happens now. She has to come out with the 5. This is a very poorly timed holding game.
Yeah.
That's why it
Well,
wasn't a take. That in the race.
There's no way you can play 6 to 1. You have to come out and to just.
Yeah, especially with the blot on the ace there, you got to come out.
That might not be so bad. I'm not sure. This does keep both checkers theoretically in play.
Hit and
play
cover.
6 to 1.
How about hit and cover? Is that too many blots?
Yeah, maybe. Those plays tend to be right, especially against a damaged board. They tend to be right more often than you might consider.
I hit and cover because look how many gammons you get if it works.
There's 2s and 4s to come in, and then 3s and 6s. So a little bit of diversification, but so if indeed that was the correct play, then Maya's could easily be well rewarded for that.
Yeah.
This
Now
play
you just clean
cleans
it up. Yeah.
Okay, great
roll.
shot from Maral. She's probably not going to get gammon. She could still win the game.
Clear from
Looks
the
to
rear.
be pretty simple game here in which Maya's going to take a 6-2 lead, but this is backgammon. We don't just know. I play 3 to 1. You don't worry about damaging your structure when you can refill it anyway. It's possibly a little bit of an error, but pretty small.
And that gives you a lot more flexibility to keep that checker on the 5.
Yeah,
That's the
it's a
logic.
pretty good shot here. What do you do? Rip 2 off here or play 2 off the 6?
Off the 6. I don't see enough gammons to rip.
Yeah, you're probably not enough gammons. I suppose this is not much of a mistake if it is, and it might be the right play, but I probably would make Phil's play. If nothing else, this doesn't leave a shot immediately with any numbers. But with the gap there, you could create those numbers to leave shots.
Do you split with an ace here?
Um, depends on what, ace 4, yeah. Okay. All right, coming down to the wire. I stay into the roll. I just bring it into the 3.
Sure, you're not going to get gammon, so you may as well stay in, hope for a shot.
Gammon's probably 5%. So 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6. That's 12 numbers. You hit a third of the time. That's 40. About 11% hitters. Maybe you hit a half of those. Win half of those. What about 6% wins? I think it's 5% gammon. So the trade-off is worth it.
By the way, guys, I think he made all that stuff up. Nobody could do that math that fast.
Yeah. Well, Art Benjamin is on sabbatical now, so I'm taking over, buddy.
Okay. I can do the math just as fast, but I don't get the right answer.
Funny. Okay, game over, and Maya increases her match lead to 6-2, playing to 13. It's probably something like 72%, but I don't know match equities.
Yeah, I think when you look at this match at the end, you're going to see Maral is giving away too much with her cube action, but she's only
Yeah,
been
an
playing
impulsive
5
double.
years. She's been playing 5 years, and the queen of backgammon, she's probably been playing 25 years.
Yeah. Yeah, Maya's quite a force.
Oh yes.
I only met her one time. She came to the San Antonio tournament like 4 or 5 years ago.
I played with her in
Absolutely.
Cyprus a couple times, and she's very tough. And also, I gave her a quiz, an informal quiz, just to find. I really was curious to know if she technically knew the game, and she does. She's very good.
So I might make a break for you here, duplicating deuces with the race lead. It's a nice play by Maya. That's a pretty unlucky, result there, but it was a good play.
Okay, if I were a coach of Maral right now, I would have told her to take a timeout. You're allowed to take timeouts, and you're down 6-2. You just had a couple of setbacks. Relax a little bit, regroup. That's something
Yeah.
I think is important for everybody to remember.
So pointless doubles. What do you think, Phil? Is that in that category?
Yeah,
I mean, a huge 45 pip race lead, nice double by, even with the race lead. I mean, the match score lead. She safeties that checker on the 14.
what
Yeah,
Steve
it's true
is
that the
saying,
checker on the
what Steve is saying is Maya has not made an extra point in her board, so they call it a pointless double. It's kind of a pun, and it's usually wrong unless you have a very, very strong race lead like that.
Oh, so there was a take. I see I wasn't really paying attention to the XG feed on the side, but
I think a take largely because of the score, and it might have been a take anyway.
yeah, especially trailing 6-2. And you don't want your opponent to get even away if you can avoid it, if it's a close call. So she let Maya get even away. So double backgammon wins the match here. Not
Okay,
that it's very likely,
even away, let me explain that real quick. Maya has 7 points. They're playing to 13, so she needs 6 points to win the match. She's 6 points away from winning the match. That's an even number. That's the way backgammon really should be scored, by away score.
Okay, so I don't think I would have done that. I would have played 13-10. I mean, Maral wouldn't have that many. Was Maral thinking of doubling here? Let's see. She's a little bit down the race. She's got a better position. Maya's stacked up.
At this score,
she's
I'm
taking
doubling.
Huh?
At this score, I would double.
I don't think I would. I think it's a little too early. There's not enough volatility. There's not enough great numbers to really warrant it, in my opinion.
You're just not used to being as desperate as I am.
Oh, Phil, you're the funniest. Okay, reasonable. Now, even though Maya's escaped, what's the right now? I still think it's a little too early. Great shot. I just bring 2 down. You can split those checkers later, and the cube's coming up here, unless Maya rolls a joker.
A joker being a 5-4, 5-6.
No, not enough.
Double
Just
5.
double pass, probably, right?
I would.
14
I don't know,
pips,
this-
4 builders to attack. Nice double.
No, I
And,
think she doubled. I think she doubled too fast. I think when you know your opponent should pass, you take a little longer. Maybe
oh yeah,
give them a little
I think-
hope.
a minute. Give him a minute and a half. Yeah. Now this is wrong. You know, McGrill slotting when you got your weaker board.
The other thing is when your opponent has 2 checkers on the 8-point, that's a very huge tell that you should split. It freezes those checkers.
So
Very
not
bad
such-
time to slot.
Okay, interesting move. I'm not sure what I would have done. Make the 5 or no, I gotta make the 5. Oh, she heard me. Change your mind. 3-2,
think-
Maya. Probably just make the 8-point. I don't think it's quite a double, but it's possible with the score differential. I wouldn't. No, I don't think I'd double. No, she's way too far down the race. She might. She's thinking about it.
Well, there's not enough gammons when she's got the 2-point anchor.
Yeah. Oh, she does double. Okay, so clear take. Great shot from Maral. Hits and makes the 20-point. Wow.
I make the 22,
For sure. What do you do with the last one, Phil?
24, 23.
Oh, awesome. So 6-5. Wow, do you make the creative play? No, I don't know. I think I just make the 9-point. I mean, the attack is not that significant. You make an outside block. That's a really nice move.
And most people miss that move. The 6-5 and the 6-4 that go across. People
Yeah.
don't see that.
So good shot from Maral. She wins a double gammon here. She ties the match score at 7. She'd be on her way to winning the online women's backgammon championship.
So the double was wrong, but I liked it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but it's yellow. It's not like it's red. If it was red, it'd be a blunder.
Okay.
So probably plated the 15 and lift. You want to keep your builders in, well, you're not gaining an extra builder, but playing 13-8. So,
And you don't want to strip the midpoint.
and this duplicates 3s.
Yeah.
So nice
good
play.
Good play.
What do you think about slotting 9 and 5?
Well, I play a lot of Pascal gammon. That's clearly the play.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Good play. Yes. She understands. Why do you leave all those shots? Because it's all about timing. You're in a back game and you want to make sure that you can hold your board. You don't mind getting hit. You'd like to get hit.
And well, I don't know that you'd like to get it, but you know, you don't mind getting missed. You can counterattack, but there are benefits to getting hit for sure.
No, I like to get hit. I'm different. I'm a
It
masochist.
depends on whether Maral can make the prime. If the Maral can make the prime, then it can be an issue. Like if you read my article, which is available at Gammon Village on how to defend against a back game, I illustrate all of that.
I've read it. It's a fantastic article.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Even for you.
Okay, we got the 5-3. Nice. Attacking, making the point. Nothing Maral can do but come out and duplicate 6s.
Ooh, this is not good.
Yeah,
Now
but
she
I make the 3.
Her timing is not as good as she would like. You
It's
really
all
want to be
right.
down about 70 pips when you have a 3-4 back game.
So this is good play. Great shot from Maral. Just a safety or checker. It's still a little bit awkward, but she likes safetying that checker.
I like this play. That gives her some 3s to play. 3s and 4s.
I wouldn't, but whatever. Oh wow. I don't think so, Maya. No, 13-8 for sure, but you play 8-5 and just leave the shot hoping to get hit, or you just bring 2 down?
Well, depends on who I'm playing. I know if I leave that shot, you're not dumb enough to hit me. You're not gonna hit me unless you're forced to. So I don't see the point of leaving the shot.
Yeah, this is good for timing, but I'm pretty sure this is a mistake. Although it doesn't indicate that on the XG feed, so I hope I learned something. No,
Well,
I'm
the-
not. No, down this far in the race, I'm not moving to the 20.
Yeah. The
Yeah, that was a
XG feed is
mistake.
probably, the XG feed is probably 1 or 2 play, and you are absolutely a 4-ply player.
Okay, so this left a shot, actually. This is kind of inconvenient. You just simply
Yeah.
has to play 13-3, hope to get missed.
Yep, you got to hit.
Maya with a 7-3 lead. Be interesting to see how she handles the cube if she does hit with the 7-3 lead. I don't think she'd necessarily be redoubling right away with 3 checkers back.
Oh no, you hit the shot and then you see what happens.
All right, eventually she's going to make the correct move, which she does. Maya misses, and she misses high, which means that Maral has that lower territory that to play. Oh, this makes a 5 prime.
Oh yeah, beautiful roll.
If Maya gets a little bit unlucky, she could get gammon. She needs to pop a 6 in the next couple shakes to assure that she doesn't get gammon. I like that move. It caused a little bit of harassment for 6. Why did she roll the 6-1? How about that?
Rewarded for her play.
I mean, even little things, this.
Once in a while, backgammon will reward you for a good play. Did you know that? It happens occasionally.
Okay, so simple holding game where, if I was doubled here, I'd pass, especially now. She's going to break the 9. And most likely it's going to be a 2-point game, which would narrow the gap to 7-5, but we'll see. Great shot, clearing the 8-point. Doesn't really matter too much how you play the last one.
Clear from the rear. You're not trying to hold.
You don't need to block your
Yeah.
opponent in, and you want to clear your points. So exit, and I don't think it's terrible to make the 3. I don't think. Oh my goodness, she left the shot, and because Maya made a 5-point board, if she hits, it's a winner.
This is what we call an anti-joker. That's the only roll there that left a shot.
Well, Maral is certainly relieved to see the double 6s there, even though it gives Maya some kind of chance to win the race. A hit would have been a loss.
Do you run or stay, Steve?
The Clash, should I stay or should I go? Arnold used to sing that all the time. It's probably slightly right to stay, but I don't think it's a big deal. If nothing else, you deny your opponent the opportunity to slot the 4-point immediately.
I understand running there. You're not going to get a shot for a while, and some nasty things could happen, like you get closed out and gammoned.
Yeah, it's super close, I'll bet. Okay. So just bring 2 in. What's the race differential here? Okay, yeah, this is just going to be a 2-point game. With Maya rolls a couple big doubles.
Well, the results prove we were right about this double, doesn't it? Hindsight.
that?
I love hindsight. It's always right.
Oh boy, here we go. Not over yet. One more big double by Maya.
I'm rooting for Maral this game because I liked her cube and I liked her guts.
Yeah, that was. Probably
62.
slightly right to play to the ace point. Double aces would give you 3 checkers off.
5 to 1's better than 62 here.
I think so.
Wow. I would have
You have
lost
5
that bet.
checkers left. You're going to be off in 3 rolls, but double ace, you get 3 off.
Oh my goodness, I would have lost that bet.
You know what? If you use that against me in a match and you win because of that, I helped you. You got to buy me dinner.
Steve, I've used your ideas against you many times and I've yet to win.
Even at gin rummy?
Well, that's a different game.
Yeah, that's so much fun to play you. Okay, tiny chance here.
That's the right play.
Double 4s are better, followed by an ace deuce. Ace deuce followed by
the
deuce.
only
No,
roll.
it didn't
Oh,
happen.
close. All right, we got a closer match.
Excellent.
Okay. I always think in terms of away. It's 6 away, 8 away.
6 away, 8 away.
And
And
the
it starts
player
to
who's
get
6
exciting.
away,
Anytime you're less than 8 away, it gets exciting.
it does. Now 4 cubes get to be huge and gammons get to be huge.
20. Oh, I don't think so. Just play 20, a split. Split with a 4. Because you're stripping the bar point when you hit, and it's a double shot, so this is good. 3-1 is
Might have been right just
duplicated.
to run all the way.
No, I like her play better. Start the 20 point, bring the active builder down to the 7.
I see.
Good play. Oh, this is unbelievable. Hits and covers, making the 5 point. But it's still early. That's a good play, Maya. I don't think Maral will double. She's favorite. No, I definitely do not like that play. The thing about moving 2 checkers up into the attack zone, you're unlikely to get both checkers pointed on. So if you get pointed on with one checker pointed on, you can anchor with the other on the other point. So rare misstep by Maya.
Plus, you just don't want to throw your checker to the 2 point. It's not pretty.
Yeah, pass the anchor and outboarded. It's a little problematic.
That's
That
a
was
little
an
big for
interesting
me.
move.
That's a big play. And she's
Wow,
punished. for it.
huge roll for Maya.
Yeah, make 2 points, hit 2.
Agreed. I mean, she could hit and make the deuce and then cover. That's interesting. Yeah, so now you play on here?
I would play on. I think it's too good to double.
Okay, well, but Moral's shown some guts in the past with some takes, so maybe Maya thinks that she might get a take out of this. But with Maral having the 5 point made and only 5s cover, it's not unreasonable just to claim the point, especially with the lead. So I think that could very easily be just proper double pass.
By the way, for the sake of the audience, when I say what I would do, I'm not saying what's right. I'm saying what I would do.
Yeah. And you're always right to say what you
Well,
would do. Because
that's why
it's you.
Steve is here to correct me.
I would have played 11-10, giving your, she's thinking about it now.
I like the hit.
Personally, I'll probably just make the 11 and slide 22. But hitting
I like
could
the
be
hit.
right.
I like the hit. She's down in the match. I'd like to be more aggressive here. I would have hit.
Yeah. Nice play by Maya, grabbing the forward anchor. It's some kind of unlucky result, but it was a good play. Maral should make the 9 and then play the 22.
A lot of people are going to make the 20 instead of the 9 here.
Could be right. I mean, but I'm not too terrified of that counterattack, It's just double ace, double 3.
Wow, you said it and it didn't happen.
Yeah, really.
Wow.
Seems right with the double
Yep.
2s.
Yep. She could have made her 4 point.
Yeah, I think just tiny bit better. It really sets yourself up to further development and attack nicely. I don't think Moral's thinking of doubling here. She doesn't.
Ugly
Play to
roll.
Play to the 15, just run out.
I don't know, 24, 21, 11, 9.
Reasonable. I don't want to do this. Okay. Nice shot from Maya. Okay. Good counter, Maral. Wow.
Ah.
I
You
make the
make
5 and
three
hit
point?
loosen the 3.
Do you make
Oh,
the
I
three?
didn't see that move. Nice
Yeah.
observation, Maya.
I don't know about that play. I would have taken a lot more time. You could make the 3 point, you could make the 5 point.
Ooh. I don't think I would double this.
When I look
Oh,
at the
no,
board,
leading 5 away, 8 away.
yeah,
don't
when
think
I
I'm
look at the
doubling
board and
this.
I can't tell who's doubling who, I know it's not a
Yeah, that
double.
was my doubling. That was to me impulsive. Let's make the 3, right? Race is close. Gets a superior board. All right.
Again, the problem with that double is there were no market losers. There's no way she's not taking in the next roll.
So if Maral rolled a pretty weak shot here, but if she rolled something halfway decent, we could potentially see a recube.
Yep.
And that could, when a gammon doubled, redoubled gammon would be for the match for Maral and the championship.
Well, when you're winning 8-5, you might be a little slower to recube, but you're right. If it was a good roll.
No. Morale's down.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Morale's
So,
recubing.
great shot for Maya, making the prime and the anchor. So it's working out well for her so far. So I'm gonna, yeah, definitely. What do you do here? You play 2 off the 11, Phil?
Yep.
Relatively safe. No, I don't think so. That gives Maral an opportunity she wasn't entitled to. Great shot from Maya.
By the way, the players aren't seeing the XG feed, are they?
You would presume not.
I sure hope not.
No, that's
No, the answer to that is no.
Okay.
unequivocally no. All right, so a doubled gammon win here would put Maya Crawford and a prohibitive 12-5 lead, and that could happen, but it's a great shot from Maral, making the advanced anchor. So I'll play 11-7 and exit with the ace. Nice play. Maral probably won't get gammon here. It's possible. All right, this gives her a little life here, hit and cover. All right, so Maral could end up in some sick, poorly timed ace 3 back game or deuce 3 back game. Definitely do not hit there. No.
She
I mean, it
needed
might
that
work
point.
out.
Yeah, she needed that point. And hitting actually hurts her timing.
Yeah, so, she's got to exit now.
I'd slot the ace.
No, no way.
No?
You got to come out and exit. You have an equal board strength, and you can escape checkers and get off the gammon. So I'm not going to play for a poorly timed back game. Oh, good shot. Make the 17. If Maya doesn't roll a deuce or a 3, and she doesn't, then Maral's back in the game.
It was very important to exit there, just like I said.
All right. So something's got to give in a moment here for Maral. Give up
Looks like
the
Marty Storer
17.
agreed with me that Black should have been playing more for the back game. That was his comment. And that would be my play too.
Yeah, well, hard to argue with Marty, but I guess I just disagree this one time. I wouldn't do that. No, and I think you just got to bring 2 in from the 7, make a better board.
Yep.
And then if you have to break the 17, you're not as worried about. This is too much of an opportunity for Maya here. 8s and 9s with little recourse. Okay. How's she doing on time? 7. It was still a reasonable amount of time. So she's, taking the time that she has. Maya's got plenty of time on her clock. So she can afford to play a little bit slower. Yeah, that didn't work out, and I don't think it was the right idea. Double ace would be counter. Yeah, this is big time for Maya here. So I exit and play to the 10.
I think the reason Marty and I didn't like going forward and wanted to commit to the back game is even if you escape with those 2 checkers, you're behind a 5 prime. It's very tough to go forward.
Right, but I want to get off the gammon. If I don't think I can win the game that easily, I still want to get off the gammon. It's a huge
Steve, if
swing.
you're losing 10-5 or 12-5, I think your match winning chances are still pretty bad.
They're bad, but they're not as bad
Yep.
from 10-5. Okay, so what's happening
Somebody
here?
Storm is
Maya's
lying. He
just-
says he didn't want to play a back game. I know what he really meant, though. Deep down inside, he wanted to.
Right.
I know the guy better than he knows himself.
Ooh, I definitely would make the ace point before. It's like I always
Yes.
say, eat your dinner before you have your dessert. Yeah, this could be a problem for Maya because now if interesting. Well, to makes the 4 point, she could fight from there. Just has to pop a 5. Good shot from Maya, escaping. I mean, there is some idea to make the deuce point and duplicate 5s, but I'd like her to play a little better. Okay, move the back checker forward and play to the deuce.
After this game, I think I'm going to have to give Marty a little bit of a lesson.
Okay.
He just doesn't understand the game that well.
Yeah, Marty Storr, one of the top, I think 3 or 4 players in the United States. But
For
Victor,
those of
Jerry
you who don't know,
Tansey.
I'm just having some fun with Marty because I misquoted him earlier, and I apologize, Marty.
So great shot for Maral, making the 17 point. Maya's stuck on the 17 of her own.
All right, Steve, what are the gammon risks here for
The gammon
Maral?
chance for
Yeah.
22%. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's great to estimate those numbers and see how you did. And the more you do it, the better you get at it, just by
Yeah, that's a
practice.
good. It's a good practice. Very good shot for Maya. She's probably not going to win a gammon, but winning 2 points and taking a 10-5 lead in the first of potentially 2 matches is big.
Well, 2 away, 8 away. What's that equity? Do you use Neil's numbers or do you just guess?
I just guess.
So 2 away, 8 away. I
Nice
would
play
say
by Maya.
2 away, 8 away. I'd say about 8%, 6%.
Well, what would be 2? If Maya gets
Oh,
to
Oh, I
10,
see.
she's 3 away.
Be three away, 8 away. About
Yeah.
9%,
I think it's more than that for
more
sure.
than that. Okay.
But then once again, I just said I'm guessing. All right. That's reasonable. Stop the aces.
Yeah, and she didn't lose any pips, didn't waste any pips. That's the key thing here. Now
Now
if she
just
doesn't
run.
run, she does waste one
Well,
pip.
you know what? Actually, it's not that big an investment. She closes the board, so I think it's reasonable. Well, ace would be just absolutely massive here. Now the gammon looks, almost probable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close call. Okay, probably play to
Crossover.
yeah.
Good. That's your goal in getting off the gammon. Crossover.
He's probably very close on the gammon here.
Good
Not
roll.
even,
Good roll.
she's going to change.
No. Bring the back
Okay.
checker.
Okay,
Yes.
nice, efficient play.
Yes. Now an E5 gets her off. There she's
And
off.
that's it.
Very
So,
good.
well played, Baron. Saved the gammon, and now she's trailing 10-5.
3 away, 8 away. If you were
Yeah.
getting a cube here, you would figure out the equities because you'd need to figure out your take point. But why waste your brain power when I'm just trying to give you a headache?
Mhm. Okay, so Maya's 3 away. She, unless it gets to a holding game or race, any positional kind of game, which is a gammon, a priming game, attacking game, she'll probably just want to play for an undouble gammon.
So there's the type of game called gammon go and gammon save. And when you're way ahead in the match, you should be playing to save gammons. You should be playing to try to win, but to eliminate or reduce the risk of getting gammon, because that's the best way for your opponent to get back in the game. And conversely, the player who's behind should play more aggressively to try to win gammons. It even affects your opening rolls. So the important thing to do is look at the score before the opening roll, because that's when it could absolutely change how you play your checkers. And of course, it's going to change your cube action as well.
Okay, 6-4. Not terrible, but not great. It's reasonable. Okay, great shot. I make the 5 here. I mean,
Especially at this score where I'm more concerned with being offensive. Yes, I like this.
so looks like at the score, I probably cube here for Maral. I mean, the 6-3, Maya should make the 3-point, but trailing. Oh, now she just hits. I would double for Maral as Maral. Maya should probably take, but double take as advertised.
And one of the biggest mistakes people make when they're winning is they drop too much.
Yeah.
And
Very
they don't
good counter
look at
from
the
Maya.
downside. They look at the downside if things go wrong, but what about the upside? What about winning 2 points here would be huge.
So after she makes the 5-point and slots the 3,
Oh, no.
no, definitely not.
Oy. Not pretty.
I mean, just make the 5-point slot the deuce. You still have fewer checkers back. 2 back versus 4 back. Gotta play to win.
Good play.
Okay.
She gets
It's
hit.
an interesting roll for Maral. She's gonna hit, but she can't move any of her back checkers, so she probably has to play 6-1.
What's wrong with
Maintain
9 to
her
4?
prime.
Yeah, double hit.
Yeah, so Maya's in a pretty good spot here. Look at this. I think you probably got to play out to the. Just leave the 4 blots to split. Keep your prime. Try to withstand the attack.
So you wouldn't consider breaking your 9-point.
I wouldn't do it. I probably wouldn't consider it. All right, so Maya can just play exit with the 6 and play 6-5. Definitely, I don't think so. I mean, actually, it's not entirely unreasonable because Maral's got stripped outside prime and maybe she comes in awkwardly. But I would have exited with the 6. Now what's this here? Double 6? Well, pretty reasonable. Point and exit. She's still stuck. But she owns the cube, so fight on.
Well, there's not a lot of recube big. She's not about to redouble unless it's almost gin.
No, if it's up like 2 rolls and a bear off, yeah, but so 12-5, that's 1 away, 8 away. Oh, it's like 6%, I think.
Oh, this is a very bad roll. This roll she did not want to see. She's gonna have to break her.
Well, I would just play bar 21 and take a checker off and hope nobody noticed.
You can't do that online. Oh, I hate
No,
this
you
one.
can't. Now, you definitely don't want to break your board. That seems like a very reasonable play.
Yeah, that's the play.
And
She survives.
oh boy.
She survives.
Possible she should have just exited
Oh,
there.
this is a good roll. I make the ace, I think.
Agreed. Okay. Maral's a favorite here, but Maya's still in it. Maya's got a race lead. It's just kind of hard to get to that race. Ooh. I don't think so. I think I just like break the 14, I mean the 18.
Yep. She would have been hit, but that's hindsight.
I'd probably come out here. Come out to the 18, play 6-5. You
Really?
have a race lead, you have an equivalent board, you need to get out. Your opponent's got a blot on the deuce point with nothing to cover with.
The score would scare me from doing that. Under
Right.
normal circumstances, I would.
But I don't, well, I mean, it wouldn't scare me because if she wins a gammon, then, you're still ahead.
Huh.
No, yeah, she missed an opportunity to get out there. And now Maral's timing is very good. Just
Yeah. And Meryl's got outfield control now too.
Yeah.
That was the other reason that screamed for your play.
Okay, two in, kill sixes.
Yeah.
Don't leave a shot. Okay, simple. Play to the 6. What a shot! Super joker for Maya. Exiting both checkers and hitting. Probably
And
won't
again,
win a gammon.
I don't think
Oh,
you're
I
gonna
don't
see
know.
a
No,
re-
you got to play to the 22 and make the deuce.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna see a recube real fast.
Yeah, that was it. Worked out. I personally would not have come out, but big roll coming up here. Maral
Miss.
misses.
Now,
No,
is this a recube?
that's a misclick. What's that?
Would this possibly be a recube?
Well, not if she leaves the blot on the 18. No, for sure not. If she had,
If she'd run, yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Probably still not. Oh, unbelievable shake for Maya. This could win the match here.
And now you don't recube because you're too good.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could win a gammon.
You can win a gammon here.
6-3 and 1 off.
So I think Moral's take point's like around 6%. Because if she took the recube, it'd be for the match. But Maya's still too good. So just take a roll.
Oh
Oh,
no.
she did leave the shot.
Oh
Wow.
no. Yes,
Oh, and she got
hits
hit
it.
too. Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
Okay, tell me backgammon isn't an exciting game. That was really exciting.
Oh wow, unbelievable.
That was amazing swings.
1 out of 6, about one out of 3. So about it was about 6%.
More swings than a schoolyard is the way I like to call it. That was
Funny.
great.
I don't think I want to slot here, but that looks like a good move. So Moral's already doubled, so she can't. You know,
It
if she
doesn't
owned the
tell
cube,
you-
she'd be.
It doesn't tell you how many checkers are off. You got to count them, right? She has 4 checkers off.
Yeah. So nice play by Maral, covering the outfield, hitting loose.
Must hit. Must hit.
Unbelievable. Like Maya had the match won just about. I mean, she didn't do anything wrong. She just got hit. Left a
Yep.
shot and got hit.
She hasn't lost yet.
No, she hasn't lost it. She probably still has about, I don't know, net 20%.
Really? That high?
Well, is
I
it
would've-
less?
I would've put
No,
it in
wait, it's only
15.
22. Maybe no, maybe at cubeless it's like 18.
18? Okay.
I don't know. I just guess on all this stuff. It's okay. I probably would have played 13-8. Because now all the numbers worked. Double 6 doesn't leave a shot.
And double 6 would be very efficient too.
Oh, yeah, no, but double 6 leaves a shot. Now it might be a tiny mistake. Distribution's a little better, but 13-8, just nothing leaves a shot. But this might be right because she got a better chance to get her pieces to like a good bear off position. So, and you're not sacrificing that much, so that could easily be the right play. Okay.
This is almost a perfect bear off.
Ready to, rip a checker off here. Don't take any chances. You got to get pieces off because Maya still has 4 off. Okay, it's an okay roll. Maya needs a 6 to come in. She does not. Oh, this is just about over here. But big swing in this game here. Unbelievable. So Moral's going to narrow the gap to 10-7. 3 away, 6 away. Oh, 3, that's it. Yeah. 3 away, 6 away. Okay.
Yeah, Morale's winning chances at one point before that shot were pretty bad for the match.
For sure. Okay. Splitting.
3 away, 6 away. Okay.
21. When your opponent splits, you're less likely to want to bring a builder down. So hit and 22. I think it's slightly inaccurate, but
A little conservative, too conservative for my style.
Right. Well, this is a nice move, especially trailing 6 away, 3 away. She gets hit back. What do you want to do here, Phil?
I'm hitting because of the score.
I would play 24 and 11, but doesn't mean I'm right. I mean, this is 6 blots. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, 6 blots. I don't like that move. I just play 20 and 23. Okay, that's the right choice. Once you've hit on the ace, you might as well make it. Decent roll.
It ain't pretty. That's why I don't like to hit on the ace.
Yeah, but it was, you're hitting past the anchor and it's just not that constructive.
But the modern style of backgammon is once you do that, you do cover it. In the old days, you would leave it there and hope to recycle.
Yeah,
And you and I remember the old days, don't we, Steve?
I used to remember.
Good play. Got a hit.
Oh, yeah. A decent counter for Maya. Wow, look at that. Quadruple blot back game. Probably play to the 22. Connectivity. Wouldn't do that one. That's my personal choice. Duplicates 4 somewhat.
Uh-huh.
Okay, wow. Make the 9 or double hit. Probably do that. All right, this is going to be a long game here. Great shot for Maya, though. Makes that point she needed.
So someone texted me, and I won't name names, that sequence of the leaving a shot and hitting, that always happens when you're playing online. But let me tell you something. It happens plenty when you're playing live, too. I'm a firm believer that the dice are fair, and people who complain about the dice and say that they're crooked, my first question to them is, why the heck would they be crooked? Why would they favor one player over another? The dice just don't care, and crazy things happen all the time. So if you're afraid to play online because you're afraid of the dice, you're really missing out on a wonderful way to practice your game and have some fun.
Agreed. Okay, nice play by Maral. Got the 2-point back game, starting her 5-point. Decent shot for Maya, escaping. Wow. Probably, yeah. Keep all your pieces.
Rate 4. I do one of the two.
I mean, you could make the 3 points a little better distributionally, but I think you just make the 5 and hit. 6-2 would be a mistake. Down
like
that far on the
I
race.
like 8-4.
I didn't mean to suggest that. I said it would be a mistake. I don't know. Outboarded and diversifying Maya's numbers is not the way to go.
You need that anchor desperately. I like that she's looking at it, taking her time, playing with it. These are important. And she has used up
Nice,
a lot more time.
play there. Excellent. And it paid off too.
Yep.
So Maral has a tendency of potentially doubling a little bit early if well, what do you think? 6 away, 3 away. Should she double? She just rolled. Now she didn't. She's a little short on time, but she didn't stop to think about it. And I think 6 away, 3 away was a possibility of doubling.
I would not have thought about doubling there either. I just looked.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was probably incorrect to double, but I would have thought about it at least.
Yeah.
Oh, how about this?
Thinking about it.
How about this play, Phil? 6-4, 8-7.
You
got a 2-point back game when your opponent's got the ace point made.
I'm with
That's
you.
Completely the wrong idea.
I agree.
All right, 2 in.
Run out. Just run out. Ooh.
Oh no, that's nice. Well, I like that. Okay.
Oh, the guys, she's already doubled, guys.
Oh,
that's right.
Okay. Where's my cup of coffee? I'd come out there. I
I
think.
knew it would be wrong to double if you've already doubled.
Well, there's a guy that I play with. He's a nice needler, and when he's beating me, he goes, "Can I double again?" After he's already doubled.
Well, I play a game with Akiko where we have 2 cubes because there's just not enough action with 1 cube.
Oh, you mean a heads-up chouette? That's nice. I like that.
All right, pineapple bluff gammon.
Yeah, she's terrific, Akiko.
Only an idiot would play her for money.
But not too much, huh?
I'm afraid it has been
That
too
speaks volumes about you, Phil.
much.
All right. So let's see. Probably make the 16. No, let's see. If you run home, you make the 16. You don't have too good a time. I still would do it though. I still would play 16 and 2. Misclick.
Yep.
I mean, you might be able to extricate that checker from the 23 point, not have to break either of your anchors. Oh, great shot for Maya. Owning the cube. Now again, she's playing for the gammon for the match. I think Maral's take points down to about 12%, so pretty reasonable shot. She gets missed. Then she's got the nice inside-outside back game. She did get missed. So Maral's got a free piece to play with. Okay, well, I'm not volunteering. Are you?
No,
Too many numbers.
it's absolutely wrong for me to say I would after you said you wouldn't.
Reasonable number here.
My 2 favorite words when I'm playing with a good player is "me too." I'll do whatever Steve says in the
Right.
chouette.
I think I would make the ace point here because now she only has aces to cover where she would have had a double cover. Well, Maya has to leave a shot now. So what should she do? Probably eight to
There's
2.
only you have to leave the shot on the 8 point.
Yeah, that's all she's got really. She could play
Yep.
5 to 1. I don't know exactly what the
No,
difference is.
you gotta bring those outside points in.
No, I'm saying
Big
the
hits.
4 was the question,
Big hit.
and she does hit. And I would not lift here. Just leave it there. Hope to cover.
Oh no, you need that
No,
point.
she's way down in the race, and Maya's board isn't all that strong. So this is, yeah, just play this 15 point. Okay,
She
well,
should've
great shot
lifted.
for Maya, but Maral played it correctly. Oh,
Oh.
unbelievable joker, double 4s. Wow.
Wow, big joker.
I probably played the 17 and the 11. It's pretty safe. No, that's no. Now you're leaving 6 return shots. But if she plays to the 11 and then Maya hits with like ace 5 or 4-5, then she's playing with a bunch of blots. So, all right, well,
Come down.
continuing the attack here.
Yeah,
And
come down. This is
Maral
natural.
is not too far. Mariah doesn't roll a 4 here. Maral's not too far from winning a double gammon and taking the lead in the match for the first time, I think, right? Yeah, I don't think Maral's ever been ahead. Yeah, bring the
Nope.
builder in. Attack, go for the gammon. And Mariah's got incoming bad numbers, even if she does roll an ace.
I come off the 6 here.
Yeah, you can always remake it. So you could probably I don't know. Well, that's fine.
I might have spread the checkers there too.
Maybe.
2
Yeah.
blots.
It's all happening so fast. Okay, so Maral's 3 minutes and 36 seconds. Not super short, but it's not as much as you'd want.
And one reason that Steve was mentioning the time, the way we play is if you run out of time, you lose the match. So it is critical to make sure you don't run out of time.
I probably would just come out with both checker. Now, actually, maybe that's right because you get a direct shot at the 6 here. So we're all with aces, deuces, 5s, and 6s. Rolls double deuce, hits twice.
Hit two.
Goes untight.
A chew.
So, all right. So Moral's got like
40%.
41%. No, I wouldn't say that. Maybe 40% chance to gammon.
35%.
No, it's got to be higher. With 38 would be a perfect distribution with two closed out, be like 38. But Maral can afford to play more aggressively with gammon because of Maya's weak board. So it'd be a little bit higher except for the blood on the deuce point. So I'd say 40. Pretty good shot. 1, 2. Okay.
You certainly take one off. I wouldn't be that
No,
conservative.
no way. No way. Yeah, he could have kept the closed board there. Oh, wow. What a great return. Yeah. So a freak backgammon would win the match. It's probably like 2% or something. Well, I know how Moral's going to play this. She's going to rip two off.
Yep.
And it's probably right, too. Probably correct at this point.
I don't think so.
I do. Definitely. For the gammon. You're probably not going to lose if you get hit. And
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
that play I agree. No question.
great shake for Maya, saving the gammon most likely. So it's probably going to be 10-9. Nice close match, just like we like. Oh, she done it. Wow. The surprise. Oh my
No.
goodness. Counter joker.
She does.
Look
She
at that
doesn't.
roll.
She does. She doesn't. She does. She doesn't. Wow. Lots of swings again.
Why
Okay.
should the backgammon be any different than regular life? She does, she does,
Three-way,
she does, she
three-way,
doesn't.
four-way. This number always really hits me. There's one thing about three-way, four-way that just hits me in the face. If you're the leader and you give the cube, your recube take point is 40%. This tells me that if you're the one who's three away, you have to be pretty careful about giving your opponent the cube.
For sure.
Now, the one who's four away doesn't have to be that careful. In fact, the one who's four away, if they give the cube, a gammon becomes very efficient and wins the match. So the one who's four away is going to be a little quicker to give it if there's a gammonish situation.
But even though Maya's 3 against 4, I still double here. The better position, nice cube.
Yes.
And as much as you might want to take, she could probably pass this because if Maya wins a 2-point game and gets to Crawford, then Maral needs to win 3 games or win a gammon somewhere. So she doesn't have a low take point as you might think.
Also, you love to be a 2-away, 4-away when you're losing.
For sure. For sure.
Very great place to be.
I think it's a pass. I think it's a pretty clear pass, actually.
I think lots of people take this cube, and I wasn't that sure.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but it's my
I wasn't as
estimation.
sure as you are. I mean, I would pass, but I not with the kind of confidence that you're telling me.
No, she does
Good
drop.
pass,
Okay,
very good.
so very disciplined drop by Maral. And now she's 4 away against 2 away. So a little bit of an advantage with some gammon possibilities, and she'll probably turn the cube. Great shot for Maya. That's exactly what she wants. At 2 away, grab that
Yep.
20-point anchor and don't give it up unless you have really good reason.
This is pure gammon save and gammon go situation, and she played it beautifully and got the anchor. So very hard to get gammon holding your opponent's 5-point. That's why it's called the golden point.
Yeah, I would have slotted the 5 for Maya. It's just about the same number of shots. It's more constructive. I slot the 5 again. I mean, once you own the 20-point, you have a pretty low take point, even at 2 away, from 2 away, 4 away, in a non-gammonish situation. Once you own the 20-point, that's basically the case.
Your take point is 19.8 versus 18.5.
Right.
And I memorize these things because I'm too stupid to work them out over the board.
Okay. I probably want to slot there, but whatever. Maybe that's all right. Okay, nice attacking play by Maya. Great counter shot. She's going to
Hit
right
two.
click, hit the.
Hit two.
Wow, I don't know. I might just come out.
I love double hits. They're just fun.
Maybe it's score, Well, this one she actually might have thought about doubling, potentially. I think I just play 11. I mean, 8 and 7. Yeah.
One thing about when you double your opponent who needs 2 points to win the match, they have no recube vig. So that means you can double a little faster.
Not only do they have no recube vig, but you kill their gammons.
Killing their gammons, what Steve means is if you get gammon, it just doesn't matter. So you can play much more aggressively.
Okay, pretty good shot for Maya, making the 8 point.
I'll be your interpreter, Steve.
Making the mid is a pretty good roll.
I wonder if there was a double. I wouldn't have done it myself as a leader.
I mean, through the entire game, I don't know, but not for now, for sure.
Yeah.
She has to play to the 18. She does not want to be excellent play, if indeed that's what she does. Well, she's not sure yet. I don't want to put pieces past the anchor, and you got to get out. You got to try and get out anyway. You might get missed, and if you get hit, you were already back there anyway. And she would have got missed. Really, wow.
You're way up in the race. Your goal is to race.
Yeah, so this is a pretty good
Steve's
shot,
play had to be right.
Maral. And if Maya dances, then it's going to be cube, and I don't know. No, she did dance, so it's a cube for sure. And a tough take. 38 pips. You do have the 20 point. You do have a 3-point board. What do you think, Phil? Is this
I
take or pass?
passed. I would have passed.
Well, you know, what happened on the XG feed? What does it say? Does it indicate yet?
It hasn't moved. I've committed myself even before seeing the answer. How's that?
Wow, this is a brutal shake. I come out though. I mean, again, Maya can't use the recube, and Maya can't earn a gammon. So I'm going to duplicate 4s, play for the win, just play for Maya to roll a bad number. And that's what she did.
Looks like the take was a blunder.
She was supremely rewarded for that play. That was an excellent play, 24-18. And we're marching towards the gammon. I mean, the Maral is marching towards the gammon for the match win in the championship. Okay, she has to hit loose. She does have a roll number that can hit loose, and would think that she would.
No, hit loose. Maybe she could hear me if I yell loud enough.
Yeah, that's
And
yeah. So this is, if Maya ends up winning the match, it could be on that one move.
yeah, see, she would have been hit if she hit loose, but you'd rather get hit than see her make the anchor.
Way more, because you can always recover from getting hit.
Yeah, and if she doesn't get hit, now she's down to a 5. He gets a 5-point board. The gammons are
Okay.
huge.
This is actually very impressive exhibition by these two women, and real exciting. Maya's fighting tooth and nail to try and win the game, but also not to get gammoned. Yeah, slot and okay, I guess. Oh, great shot from Maral. So I probably exit with 2, honestly. I don't think I want to leave. Yeah, because you're gonna get.
Here's
yeah.
why.
Well, because you don't have any immediate shot winning chances from there. Okay, that's a nothing. Ace deuce, go to the 11. Okay, so if Maya can exit with a 4 or 6 here, I think she's a favorite to save the gammon. Oh, this is a pretty good shot, but I would not make, no, I don't want to waste that 3 pips. It's critical at the score. I would have played 11-8. All right, this is pretty exciting here. We could be seeing the end of the championship. Very good roll. Only double 3s is bad from here. Okay. Reasonable shake.
Doesn't Maya have to win twice?
She does have to win twice. So if Maral wins the gammon here, it's all over.
Oh, that's right. If she wins the gammon, you're right.
I think this is correct. I don't know. All right, so Maral's off in 6 or 7, you would think, and Maya should be able to save the gammon. Ooh, yeah, nice play. I mean, maybe DMP. Might want to play 2 off the.
Oh,
I don't think so. Not when you need a gammon.
Take that checker off.
You get an extra checker off, and you have an extra bill to attack when Maya exits. So.
And the number of shots is about the same on the next roll.
Yeah, 6 either
Oh,
way.
this is-
Well,
4-3 and 2 off is right. Come on.
or yeah, big time.
Yes, that's it. Pick up your dice. Don't let the clock run out.
Okay, so Maya's going to exit hurriedly, try and get off that gammon. All right. It's probably not going to be a gammon, but you just don't know.
Was there any argument for hitting with that ace? I guess it was wrong, but
No, I mean,
not with
okay,
that
so Maya
strong
does
board
save
on
the
other
gammon.
side.
We're a two-away,
All right.
two-away. How exciting.
At two-away, most good players know you should double very, very quickly on the first roll, even if you're up even 1%, because you'd rather play for the game than play just to win 1 point.
Yeah, if you have any market losers. Okay, so Maral opens. This is two-way trade. This is super exciting.
What was
What
that?
happened? Oh, that's weird.
Now,
Yeah,
it would certainly be right to double here.
Oh, this
Absolutely
is
right.
almost the exact position I had in 2002 against Jeremy Begay, where I was actually 4 away. He was 2 away, and I didn't double. It was a mistake, and it cost me the tournament.
Well, you know what Albert
With a
Schweitzer,
4-2, I had a 5-1. I didn't double.
you know what Albert Schweitzer says, one of my favorite quotes, happiness is good health and a bad memory. You got to forget that, Steve.
No, I did win the ABT that year, but I came in second to Jeremy in Chicago Open.
Uh-huh. I miss Jeremy. He hasn't been playing in many tournaments.
Yeah, he's active though. He's working on some projects.
Good.
Brilliant
He's great.
guy
He's a great guy. I love
and
being
a
with him.
fantastic sense of humor.
Yep.
Let's stop talking about guys. Let's talk about the women here.
What's happening here? Oh, they're still playing? Oh, okay.
Two-away. Okay, so pretty good shot for Maya. Deuce been turned. She has to hit. Deuces are duplicated. Oh, double fives. What a
Great
smashing shot there.
Goes in and hits.
Well, should there
Yeah.
second? No, what's going on here? That's
There it is. That's good.
you have to play your numbers in order of importance. It wasn't important to make the 10 point. It was important to hit on the 20 and then on the 8 and look at your the rest of the
That
moves.
might have
So
been
she
right
did it
to
in the
make
wrong
the
order.
18. Might have been right to make the 18 point.
It might have been, but she didn't play them in the right order. You have to play the numbers in order of importance as they
Well,
occur.
She may be feeling time pressure too.
Yeah, I would too. Under 2 minutes for sure.
She
Okay.
mentions lots of
So-
time for one game though.
Wow. Very good shot, making the bar.
Oh,
And that's a
Misclick.
misclick, you know. Yeah, not as good as it would have been the previous roll. Hey, okay, so I'm gonna make the 9. She does.
I don't know. I might play it real big here. I may play 10, 8, 9, 5
Not me.
or this
That's
play.
that's 6 numbers. That's 6 effective game winners.
Yeah,
You
but
still have a
the reward
reasonable.
the reward is huge. I would do something like this. I really would have.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Okay, let's see. Maral rolls a 3, which is excellent. She makes
Points
the
on
8
her.
point.
You got a point on her, maybe? No. prime.
No, make the 5 prime. Let her
Make
play
the
to you.
prime.
Now, how do Maya's
Right.
6s play? I didn't get it out quickly
She's
enough.
not
but
going to
how
roll
does
a 5
sixes
or a 6. It's not going to happen.
Okay, so exit and play to the 4. She's in very good shape to capture the championship here. But Maya's fighting back. Now, what do you make, the ace or the 3?
I make the 3 or
I
make the
probably
3.
would have. Oh, wow, great shot from. I actually probably would have made the 3. So great shot from Maral. All she's got to do, oh my goodness, she made a 6 prime. So all she got to do is roll that prime home, and the championship is hers.
You know, we've seen a lot of swings and jokers in this game. I wouldn't call it quits yet.
No, not at all. She's not going to quit, but a slight imperfection on the move there. She probably played to the 15 point. Give herself a good double force. Now double force a little bit awkward.
If I were Maya's coach, one thing I would say is, why'd you play so fast? You got 14 minutes left on the
Yeah,
clock.
she played super fast. She's a great
No reason
player.
for that.
She played a little too fast under the circumstances. A great shot from Maral, making a 6 prime. She has one more point to make to close the board. Should probably be 98% in that neighborhood. This is not great under the circumstances, but I mean, you're still a pretty big favorite.
You bring 2 in?
I would. because
Go to the
Maya's
six.
going to break another point her next roll.
Yeah, I don't
now
like
it's-
going to the.
I don't think it's that big a deal, but I probably would have played 8-6.
It's a big
Oh,
deal now.
interesting. Certainly very reasonable. I mean, you keep the 6 prime, but most of Maya's aces don't play that well. So she's got to close the board. She has one awkward
She needs a one or a
to
two.
dodge here.
She needs a one or a two. She
That's
got
a
it.
fantastic shake here. She's well on her way to winning the championship. Maral from Iran.
Ooh, there's your bad shake.
Yeah, there's a possibility, but okay, here comes the last important roll of the
She got a
match.
one.
Looks like Maral's going to take it. Not just yet, but pretty darn close. Maya doesn't want to come in. She does come in. And
That's the game.
congratulations to Maral for winning the championship, the women's online championship.
All right, before we quit, I want to give one shout out to Terry Pedersen, who developed this Backgammon Heroes in studio. It's a real service to the game. He hardly charges anything, and also the other online sites that have really kept this game going. So, congratulations to them for allowing us to even have these kinds of games online.
Yeah, I love to play here.
And congratulations! Look at that. Maya
Good sport.
immediately says congratulations. She's a very good sport.
Oh, she's awesome. Yeah.
That's one of the reasons we need more women in backgammon across the board. I don't know. I can't name a woman that's ever been a bad sport. They're always really ladies across the board. Just
You got it, Phil. Absolutely. And thank you for doing commentary.
Thank you to Phil and Steve for all the commentary. And we had a huge crowd today. Thank you all for coming. We will be posting this on our YouTube channel so that you can come and go over anything you want. And I hope everybody has a great day.
Thanks, Christine.
Thanks, and thanks to Women in Backgammon for all you're doing to promote the game.
Thanks, Steve and Phil and everybody that provided comments during the match. Thought it was a great match, well played, and very exciting.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks for inviting me to do this.